Hi Fam Bam, welcome to Health Hacks. Today we're going to talk about a health habit hack that I have for you. So this health habit hack, that's a tongue twister. Say health habits hack 5 times really quick. Health habits hack, 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 health habits hack. It's pretty good. So my health habits hack is a timing and tracking system. And what timing and tracking allows us to do is it allows us to be efficient in the health habits that we want to take on, incorporate, or improve. It's going to be super easy, or it simplifies the approach that we might normally take, which is just trying to remember or loading it on our to-do list or getting a bunch of stuff and not following through with it. So it makes it a lot easier, saves you a lot of time, and of course at the end of the day we are resulting in great habits. And the whole idea is not about making life easy. This is just my philosophy, but I think life doesn't get easier, you get stronger. You get stronger, you build more skills, you become more efficient, which allows you to expand and do more, achieve more, experience more. And although less is more, I think more of the right things that add value to you is what ultimately gives you an experience of living a meaningful life of abundance and prosperity and great connections, etc. So you guys know that I can preach all day about how the body is where you live in, and so really gotta take care of it. It's like #1 priority. So let's talk about how to incorporate my health habit hack, the timing and tracking system. The first step, it's like 3 simple steps. The first step is to set yourself up for success. So for me, some of the things that I talk about are supplements, having a water bottle that you can actually measure and something that suits you and your lifestyle so that you can take it around and not forget it. There's no point having a water bottle if it sits in your cabinet or you always forget it at home. So you want to find one that really suits you and that's easy for you to drink from. I know it sounds funny, but like if it's difficult to open or you're doing this twist thing, you need 2 hands to do it. Sometimes it's kind of a pain in the butt and you drink less than if you just like push a button, it flips the lid, you drink, and then you snap it down all one-handed. That's just me, but that's some tips or like some ideas to keep in mind when you're searching for a water bottle. I also like my water bottle to be insulated because I like my water slightly cooler than normal and I want it to stay insulated for a long time. And I want it to have a big water capacity as well as a way to hook on to my bags or just be easy to carry around in general. For my supplements, I know it sounds like an old people thing, but I really like preparing what I have to take on a daily basis. I used to keep them all in one spot that I could see so that I would remember, and opening all the caps and counting them all daily became kind of a process. So to separate them and make them easily accessible just makes it so much easier and smoother to incorporate on a regular basis, and it's just less of a negative anchoring or like a stressful, I don't want to say stressful, okay, almost so stressful to open the caps, but like, you know, a tedious process to do this every day becomes a negative anchor and you're less likely to do it than if it was just actually a simple thing to achieve and accomplish. A couple other things that I recommend setting up are your meal prep. So making sure you don't go hungry, making sure you're aware of options that you have readily available, and really having actual meal times, like planning your meals. I know it's tedious, but if you just get started, you get really good at it really fast and it becomes just more organic and flowy as you continue to practice it and be aware of what meals are good for you and how much to eat and when to eat it. Lastly is your workouts and or restorative sessions, because you know I believe that both are equally as important. But I like to schedule things in my day because a lot of times if I don't schedule it, it's easy to blow off or not show up. And as a personal trainer and a yoga coach for the last 10 years, I would never blow off my students and I would never blow off my own personal yoga teacher or personal trainer. So why would I blow myself off if I am scheduling this for myself? And it's so super important not to blow yourself off. Not only does it help you with your health, but it helps you with your mental health. To have that kind of integrity with yourself allows you to have a full circle integrity. And for some reason, people feel that. Even though you don't tell them or disclose that, they know that there's a certain level of respect that you have for yourself, and that energy exudes in a positive way. So let's go ahead and talk about step 2, which is scheduling these things out. And I really heavily utilize calendars and alarms on my phone. It's so easy to schedule alarms, and I have ones that tell me every day when to take my supplements, my vitamins, because it's so important for me, still recovering from adrenal fatigue. If I don't take these supplements for up to a week, I start feeling really heavy and low on energy, and it takes a few days to get it back up. So it's essential for me not to forget. At the same time, when you're very busy and you have so much on your plate already, you might as well unload on something that's simple and free by setting up timers for yourself. So setting up timers and schedules with alarms that help tell you, hey, it is time. And you can do this visually on your calendar, but I always recommend setting up the alarms because it says, yoo-hoo, in 15 minutes, you need to eat your meal. And this gives you enough time to get into the kitchen, prepare what you need to eat, and then sit down and eat on time, because you don't want to get hungry. When you get hungry, that's when you start making poor choices or your body becomes depleted. So now it needs quick energy, and usually the things that we choose isn't really that healthy for us, or we just start incorporating bad habits and lose these good ones. The beautiful thing is that the more you incorporate this and the more that you practice this, it becomes automatic. And eventually you're doing it without the timer. You've already got it down. Your body's like, yo, I'm hungry. You look at the clock and you're like, well, what do you know? The timer is going off now. And it just becomes a fluid, organic thing. And you can really load yourself with sort of the perfect schedule, or all the things that you want and need to improve your current health and energy levels and your experience within your body, and all the good things that come with staying healthy by actually incorporating this type of schedule and alarm system. So step 3 is having a tracking system. I like using a visual tracking system that I interact with on a daily basis. It kind of looks like this. And I actually have a copy. If you want to download it for free, you can check that out in the link below. There's like an instruction page and then a page that you can print out or replicate and use for yourself. And this is a great way to track what you've done for your exercises, or how your energy levels were throughout the day, or whether or not you had your supplements correctly, or if you forgot anything. You can just take notes and customize this the way that you need to help you stay on track. But having a tracking system is a great way to stay really clear and honest with yourself. Because if you're like me, which I think some of us are at certain times, I think, no, I've been doing good. I've only cheated once. You know, I had a meal yesterday, and okay, the day before I had a bite of that, and the day before I kind of forgot. I was kind of lazy with my, working out, kind of stopped. And you realize that you actually didn't do as well as you thought you were doing, or vice versa. You're actually on track and doing well, and you're like, what do you know? It's been 2 weeks since I had my last cheat meal. Like, I can do this. And so it's a great way to just keep track of that, as well as like whether you were sick, like why haven't you been working out, or why did you feel this way? I really love tracking stuff to just be fully aware of where I'm at and the process of how I got there. So that is why I utilize this whole system. It sets me up for success. It gives me parameters to kind of like an accountability partner without actually having to employ or like ask somebody to be my accountability partner. Like, I'm my own accountability partner, and it just really works out. So I wanted to share this with you guys because I know it can be really hard to begin to incorporate simple habits when we have so much going on. So much going on. So I know for me, it was tough to just like make sure I got enough water throughout the day, make sure I was taking my supplements throughout the day. Did I work out yesterday or 2 days ago? Like how many times a week did I work out this week, etc. So keeping track and having a system that reminded me allowed me to become more conscious, aware, and actually establish these habits really, really easily without feeling like it was pulling teeth, without feeling like I was falling off every other week, etc. And I hope you guys find extreme value from it. If you do, let me know by hitting thumbs up or stick your questions and comments down below. And if you're new, thank you so much for checking out this channel. We talk about simplified ways to level up your reality and create a life worth living. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. It's so nice to see you here. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.